Hey everyone, Eezore here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get 100% completion on the Creator tab for LEGO Indiana Jones 2. There are a couple of achievements that I'm going to show you how to get to as well in the same spot. First one here is going to be called What Are You Looking At, Daddy-O? And that's just create a customized character. It literally could just be the two you start off with. All you have to do is just save and quit. You don't have to name them, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is save them, and then it'll unlock the achievement. The next thing I'm going to show you is going to be part of the 100%. You do need to have done all of the tutorial levels for the creator in order for that to count as the 100%. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to show you the first one. It's complete, yay, cool, oh, awesome. Then it kind of unlocks the whole rest of it. So then just go right through them all, 2 through 4. They're all pretty simple. It only took me maybe like 10 minutes to get all 4 done with loading time and everything like that. So, really not too bad overall. Now, once you're done with that, you will get the achievement, I Taught You Self-Reliance. So, once that happens, you get that achievement, then you have all of the tutorials done. And that'll give you, I think, 4% for the overall Creator Studio. Next thing I'm going to show you here is going to be 2 achievements, and I even like the color, Wiped Clean by the Wrath of God. Now, this one is just as simple as create a validated builder level and edit a bonus level in the builder. What I did is I literally took one of the bonus levels, added one thing to it, and then validated it, which just means you have to test it and it has to be beatable. Since it's a bonus level and I only added one tiny little tree, it was instantly validated and I was able to beat it. And as long as you end up saving it and exiting, we'll consider that as editing the bonus level. So that's kind of a 2-in-1 for that one. Next up is going to be the achievement What a Vivid Imagination, where you complete build your own adventure. So for this one, you just go down to you go down to the build your adventure. Once you get there, you only technically have to have one level in there, and doesn't matter what you choose, what you're going to be going for. So just make one real quick. I did the exact same thing. I just validated, went right through it. Once it was all said and done, I got the achievement. It's really simple. Like I said, as long as you do that first part beforehand, you'll be able to get all of those in no time. Now the last part I'm going to show you how to get is the 100% on the Creator Studio. This one was kind of frustrating and there's some confusion involved in it, so I'm just going to kind of go over what worked for me and also what you really need to do. Biggest thing is, like I said, do the tutorial right off the bat, and then in every single story mode there's going to be its own separate I want to say stages or items for it. As you can see here, I can actually buy them with the studs. They don't cost very much. You do need to buy all of them for every single stage. So if you go into the menu here again, you go to objects, and it's going to be, I started off on switches, I just went through, I bought them all. Now there will be some that they'll kind of unlock together because it's like a part of a combo set kind of thing. There's also some that have multiple different things on there. I'll show you here in a second what I'm talking about once these are bought in. So as you see here, I did buy the chest, the wooden chest, but there's also a metal chest. So some of them will have that. It doesn't do anything, doesn't have really any indicator besides the fact that it'll be blacked out for you to be able to buy it. So you do need to watch for that because they'll kind of cycle through. I think for the most part, it's only the first couple of tabs that have things, but still I would go through every single one and just sit on there for a couple of seconds and just make sure that there's no purchasable items on there, because I ended up missing one and I had to go through the entire section 3 times in order to find the one I was missing. So just be careful with that. Now, like I said, you will have to do this for every single stage. There's 7 total, including the extra builders special one. So make sure to go through and do that. The other thing I was going to mention too is that there's not just the items and the equipment and interactivity kind of things. There's also a whole nother tab. So once you end up buying everything from the objects, what you have to do is you have to tab over with the same thing with one of the bumpers into, I think it's called base plates, and you have to buy everything in there. But the base plates, I think, has 3 in the first part, and then it has a whole bunch of like preset notions, I think is what they were called, preset props, something along those lines. But you have to end up buying every single one. Every single stage will have it differently, so you have to make sure to buy them all. Once you purchase them all, I like to just go through and do it again. There are 2 other tabs past that. One is the enemies with vehicles and creatures. I never had to buy any of them. I would just double check if I were you, just to make sure that you don't have to buy any of them. And then once you're all said and done with that, go to the last one, which is a UFO, which doesn't have anything to sell at all, so it doesn't matter at all. You can't buy anything. End of story. Like I said here, I'm just showing you real quick what I'm talking about. You do need to make sure that you go through all of the stages. The first part is the tutorial, and then the rest of the 7 all have things to buy. Once you go through and buy every single item, you will get the 100% completion at the very end. It can be really frustrating if you miss 1 or 2 things, so just make sure that you are very thorough. You kind of take your time. You don't really rush through it, because otherwise you have to go through it several more times, like I said. Yeah, as long as you have 100% on all the other hubs, and this is the last one that you have to do just like me, you will end up getting the achievement No Defiant Last Words Dr. Jones, which is to complete the game to 100%. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you like other video game related content, that's kind of what I do, so consider subscribing. If you have any questions about the Creator Studio, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. I will address them as soon as I can for you. Thank you all for watching. I've been Eezore, and until next time, keep your story going.